I'm gonna try this little intro here, and I'm spending a lot of time in VR, so I figured it's only relevant to the time in lockdown and making all virtual friends and things like that. But I'll be covering the last. There's two more sections left in the notepad before we get stuck into the Japan trip. So about a month apart. So one gets a bit heavy with some family stuff. So but I try to lighten it up. But let me know what you reckon. And the last one is yeah, it just is what it is. So let's get stuck into it, and I hope you enjoy.
All right. Today has been exhausting. Today is when it has been decided to keep a journal after reading some Stoic writing and have just got meditations. The Marcus Aurelius guy. I am deeply heartbroken with what happened with Grandma. I've had enough of her subtle put downs and could no longer let them slide. It did not go well. I mean, she, looking back in hindsight, she was, I really enjoyed my grandparents as a child, their company, but, yeah, I think all my good times upon reflection were with my granddad. Yeah, it brings me back to one where I was sitting in a park. I must have been young before school, and she gave me a clock, had glow in the dark dials. I was fascinated by it. I used to pull clocks apart and put them back together. Well, I don't think I put them back together, but so she gave me a clock, and I remember I sort of looked at it for a bit and then sort of walked away. And yeah, I got back and she said, "Oh, you lost it. It's gone. Someone took it." Yeah, I don't think anyone did. I think she did. I think she was kind of trying to teach me some sort of lesson of, I guess, not leaving stuff around, or I don't know. But yeah, and she didn't take kindly to my matter of factness. It didn't go well. The details are irrelevant, but my previous notions of being left out and excluded are justified. Her words, her accusations that I'm the reason Dad has not spoken to me are revolting. I suspect she thinks I'm after her money. It left me heartbroken and in tears, frustrated and angry. I now want to reconnect with Uncle Noel and have nothing but pity for Grandma now. Dad feels pathetic that he has said or allowed these notions to surface. I blame his wife Sharon for much, and also believe she is playing Grandma for her money. All our encounters with her, I still maintain she is an awful person. So yeah, Sharon, she is she is, yeah, and I still maintain it to this day. She is a fucking awful person. None of my brother or sister can we got out of there. She drove us apart from my dad, and I think she did it on purpose. Just a real piece of work. That's what my granddad called her, piece of work. And Grandma was a bit more. I don't know how would you put it. She's a bit more. I don't actually know who the fuck she is now. I knew my Uma, my other grandma, my mum's mum, and I knew my granddad. I think, maybe not as well as I think I do, but yeah. Reading back over this, it's yeah, I don't know. I don't actually have any good memories with her. She used to take me to the city a lot. Not a lot. Not as much as Uma. She's nowhere near, because we had to catch the bus because she couldn't drive. There was always a coldness between me and my grandma. And whether my brother or sister had that as well. I'm not sure. I don't even know if she's dead. She might be. It's just the way these things go, I guess. Alright. Now they got that out of me. Fucking hell. I feel lighter. Oh, fuck. Feels good to talk it out or write it down. That's what I used to do. I used to write it all down. Fuck, I haven't been writing enough. Gotta get back into it. Maybe I can do it in this. Maybe I can do it in video format. Fuck. The vulnerabilities. Oh well. Let's go. On God. On God. God, that sounds pretentious. On God. 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 There is a light, a spark, some sort of flame that is in us. It is God. It is fragile and can be put out. It is us. Yeah. Take that as you will. Just as I'm reading it, I think I'm referring to God as maybe ourselves. I think at this point in time, at least, I'm not a religious believer. I'm a believer that I think we can see this notion of God from within ourselves. There seems to be some sort of universal truth that we can find within ourselves if we listen close enough. And I think this is what I was referring to. I think. Because when I say it's fragile, I think I'm talking about like he can be so easily crushed and can be so easily drowned out. And sometimes we need to, when things are hard, you don't want to really know. You want to kind of escape. Well, I do. And I think we can get into and we can squash it down so much because we get used to it, and so we don't give ourselves time to sort of breathe, and we kind of like crush it. And just reading this is sort of, I guess, made me sort of try to put that into words. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too. I didn't want it to be too serious, but maybe I'm just in a serious mood. I guess this writing's pretty serious. I hope I lighten up. Fuck, because yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff. Dad feels pathetic. That's a pretty fucking strong sentence, So, yeah. We go from fucking my fellow family things into some pretty serious talks about God and ourselves, and yeah, I guess it's pretty serious. So, yeah, let's hope it lightens up a little bit, or fuck, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. We got one more. I'll read this out because it's short. I don't know if I'll make it into a separate video, but fuck it. This is just a work in progress. I think it's gonna be always a work in progress. So so many fucking notepads. It's taken me a week to get through like 2 or 3 pages. So fuck, we'll see how that goes. Familiar tight chest gives comfort through fear. Pastel painted sky washed clean with faded blue. Content with chaos, nothing is lost. Stand now free of fear and look uncertainty in the eyes. Yeah. So yeah, more seriousness. Fun. So I think the rest of this book is Japan. Philosophy is the lens for your consciousness, allowing it to focus. Freedom is the dissolution of words, the dissolution of words. I really like my fucking dramatic sentences, that's for sure. Freedom is the dissolution of words. Oh, I think it is. I think that's true. I probably just say it less seriously now, but when you forget what you're saying, it's really fun. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. Well, it's not fun, but when you forget, when you're no longer thinking about in words, you're just sort of looking at, you just existing. Oh, you're just existing. I don't know. When you're going for a walk in a nice place around a park or something like that, not thinking about words, just looking at, be it whatever, something that you enjoy looking at, art, whatever. I enjoy nature. Yeah, you're not thinking about fucking words, And then that is freedom from fucking anxiety and fucking everything, because you're not thinking. You're just looking at things. It's nice. So yeah, I still agree with that. Still holds true. There we go.